Real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of this present evil world. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rukak with us.
Double honor to the Apostle Spring Millstone. Salutations to all you out here pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And just back at you one more again, Lord willing. This is edifying. It's through the Spirit, the Apostle dubbed this year the spirit of, the year of prophecy. And man, how about this January?
Man, it's February 1st, right?
Yes.
1st?
Yes. Yeah. Hey, I seen a meme of a guy. Well, it wasn't a guy. It was just a thing that was like it had legs, arms, and then basically it was It was the year 2020 as a person, and sitting next to another guy who was all beat up and just like this. And 2020 was like, this is only January. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you got 11 more months to go, man. and it's gonna get rough, because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, the arrow has been fired, man, and ain't no pulling it back. That virus is out there, and now they're scrambling because the social media is speaking. See, they can't shut down social media, at least not yet. They can't control that, and people are talking, man, and everybody, and most people are saying, hey, this was a man-made thing, blah blah blah. And so now E is already scrambling, trying to put it on somebody. I done heard that they done arrested somebody from Harvard. So they trying to put it on some Harvard professor, knowing that all you got to do is go arrest Bill and Melinda Gates, man.
Yep.
You should be going so that you shouldn't be arresting the Harvard professor. You should be arresting Bill and Melinda Gates.
Yep.
They're behind this, man. And I'm sure that they're the one. But what is it called? Peerbright? I'm sure they're behind.
Who they funded?
Yeah. You best believe that Bill and Melinda Gates is behind this whole thing, man. And this whole virus is nothing but a population depopulation Agenda 21 type stuff going forward, man. And so it's no controlling this thing, man, because the numbers keep going up, and the number of countries and the number of places, man.
Yep.
Yesterday out east, they shut down a school with 600 children, Americans. And then there was another case popped up in Boston, I believe, man, just today. So it's gone. Ain't no pulling it back, man. You can't. Hey, look. You can't go stick your rod inside of a AIDS-infested, herpes-infested broad, and stroke a few times, then pull out and try to put the rubber on. You're right, like, oh shit, I didn't put on the rubber yet.
Right.
No, you didn't already stroked it, man.
Yeah.
It's done, man.
Yep.
You done leaked in her juices and then leaked it. It's it, man.
Yep.
You're already infected, man.
Beautiful. What you got, brother?
This is line, not line.
Get that. I would have healed Babylon. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh.
Yeah. Hey, you can keep reading a little bit and get what the hell they call.
And cause them to be written in paper, for I have faith in the truth.
Keep going.
Fear not the imaginations of them, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Hey, right. We sitting up here, we telling you these things are going to happen before they happen. All right, we telling you who we are. We telling you who each nation is. We telling you, what's about to happen in all these things. Whether you receive us, whether you forbear, whether you reject, because like the guy Donald Trump, he said, it's a time of optimism. It's a time to reject the perennial prophets of doom.
The waters is cleaner than anywhere in the world.
Right. We don't care if you reject us. You know what I'm saying? We have a job to do, and we telling you, man. Right. We are the prophets of the will of the Most High God, the Creator.
That's right.
All right? And His will. So it don't matter if you reject us, man. You can reject us all day. Of course, somebody who is flourishing, all right, because of wickedness, all right, yeah, they're gonna call us perennial prophets of doom, because a present evil world has to be destroyed before a righteous world is set up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those that's wallowing in wickedness, okay, and is on top and ruling because of it, yeah, they're gonna call us perennial prophets of doom. But it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Because the things that we're saying are going to come to pass, because it's not our words. It's the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're reading out the Bible, man. Keep going in that real quick.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 3. Fear not. Oh, I'm sorry, 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right. If you don't believe what we saying and have faith in the truth, you gonna die in your unfaithfulness, man. All right. For one, all the 2/3, we just got done doing a lesson about how the heathens are gonna be punished. All right. Starting off with all the plagues that's coming, then the ICBM missiles that's gonna hit, then them going into slavery. You know what I'm saying? But for 2/3 of our people, if you don't believe this, then you gonna get caught up in some of their punishment, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world.
That's what, hey, and part of that plague, like the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing plagues upon the earth. That's why the scripture says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is this very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Kai, you in 2nd Ezra 15?
Yeah.
Jump to verse 11 real quick.
In 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Yep. And so the same thing that happened in ancient Egypt, all right, before the Israelites were delivered, it was all manner of plagues and pestilence and things that happened so the Lord could show his power, man. He was hardening Pharaoh's heart, all right, so he can do all those things so it be noised abroad. Like, this is what happened to the ancient Egyptians, and this is how the Israelites, all right, the special chosen children of the Most High God, was delivered.
And it's happening all over.
And it's happening all over
because
again.
they're getting that council together against the Israelites. They've tried demonizing our name. They got all the little scoff videos and their counter videos, which are no profit, because they can't come against the truth.
Nope.
Their doctrine got more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
Yep.
All right, so it's all coming to naught, man.
Yeah.
The kingdom was about to be transferred.
Yep.
Sirach 10 and 8, somebody.
Yeah, the scripture says you can do nothing against the truth before it. So everything that you doing, we telling you that you was gonna do it. You know, and then guess what? You doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all you doing is fulfilling more of the prophecies.
And all the things that are happening now. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking back when you said that how many times did I prophesy that the day that they show Esau on television, they gonna show him as a dark nation.
Right, yep.
And then they turned around and did it with their prophets and kings.
Yep.
Right? Which went off the air real quick because so many counter videos came against that wickedness. They pulled that shit off the air, man.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But nevertheless, man, you know, Esau is clean contrary to the truth, man.
Yep.
And he's going to puff up his chest. You know, especially when you got somebody like DJ Trump in office.
Yep.
You know, and he's gonna be he's gonna be the arrogant king.
Yep.
Who's got nothing left but still telling his men to resist, even though his men are looking at him like, stop resisting.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Right. Hey, see, but that's the Lord doing them just like he did Pharaoh.
Same thing before.
Harden his heart.
He's hardening their heart because at this point, man, with this whole ish thing, it's like with as many of your own authors, own rabbis, own historians have said that you're not the people. And we could just start naming them, man. And even from old to current ones that are still alive, you still got professors teaching in universities that's saying it. All right, you got other people of the different nations saying it, your own people saying it, but yet they still want to hold on to that lie. All right,
yep.
And which is gonna make their fall that much more embarrassing and shameful. Woo. You know, it's like, right? We're not terrorists. We're just telling you the biblical and historical truths, which you tried to cover up and all you did was you threw a cover over the truth.
Yep.
And we came along, moved the dust, and opened it up.
Yep.
Hey, what's that song?
Through the spirit.
I keep holding on.
Right. Exactly. That's what they doing, man. They holding on to a lie, a profitless lie. There's no profit in this lie anymore.
Yeah. They then, trick themselves into thinking that they are actually God.
Yeah. They don't want to, but in knowing that your forefathers lied, they were admitted about so many things. But then you still want to hold on to this pipe dream. Why have the heathen raised? Somebody get that too, but go ahead and get those two scriptures.
I got that, Sirach.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach chapter 10. I'm going to start at 7 for you, though. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both do one commit iniquity. And we know Esau, according to Obadiah, his pride has deceived him, man. He's the most prideful nation.
Yep.
That's why it's called Leviathan.
And it says in verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
So right there, all those things right there, if you were to bring something into a court of law what was unrighteous and injuries and things done by deceit, the judge would be awarding the plaintiff or the victim.
Yep.
But in this case, go ahead.
It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So that's basically how Esau got his kingdom.
Yep.
Through unrighteous dealings.
Yep.
Through deceit and through injuries.
Yep. Which is always been
Somebody look up the definition of injury.
It's always been a history. If you got the kingdom, if you are in rulership, if this particular nation, all right, and particular people of that nation got rulership over all other nations by that way, all right, it's always ingredients for ultimate destruction and a fall. You know, it's all, that's what the scriptures say, and it's going to be no different with this one. This is how they got the kingdom. Okay, see, but they didn't count on the spirit, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the power of God, to send to his men, all right, the spirit, which the spirit is the comforter. The comforter, it says in that John, is going to teach you all things. It's the truth, okay? And all the lies that we've been told, we're going to remember ourselves through the Holy Spirit.
That's right.
And we're going to come out and we're going to speak these things, and it's going to all come to pass because it's the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the creator of all. Go ahead,
This is the definition for injury on etymology.com. It says harm, damage, loss, a specific injury, wrongful action, wrong and injustice, insult, unlawful violence, assault, damage, harm.
Are we not all experiencing every one of those things still to this day?
Yep.
To this day.
To this day. It
Right.
said injustice was one of them, right? All right. See, justice is to tell the truth. All right. When it's an injustice, that means the truth is not coming out, man.
There you go, man.
It's a deceit. That's why it says the earth is given it to the hand of the wicked, and he covereth.
So what? So by definition, justice for slavery would be what?
For those who shed the blood, for them, their blood to get shed. For those who put in slavery, for them to get put in slavery. That's justice.
That's justice, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So if I stole your property, justice would be me returning your property and then some, right?
Yep.
Double.
Yeah.
That would
Yep.
be justice.
Yep.
It's like because I've injured you, so I caused you harm, your family life or your finances or something.
Yep.
So now I just paid you back what I took, but now I have to pay you for the injury.
Yep.
Right.
That would be justice, right?
That's justice.
And that's why you had people like, when you watch 12 Years a Slave, why was Brad Pitt in slavery? Because he fucked up. That was he became an indentured servant because of that right there. He had to pay restitution. Okay, shit. Oh, you go to a restaurant, you eat too much, now you gotta wash dishes because you couldn't pay. This is Ecclesiastes, Sirach 10:6. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices.
That's right.
And that's all Esau does, injurious practices. Oh, you ran a red light. Nobody got hurt. No restitution needs to get paid.
Right.
But now you owe me $500.
Yep.
You're right. You're getting exactly.
And if you don't pay by this time, it's 1,000.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
And now that you
And
don't
then
pay,
they're using usury, which is the Bible completely speaks against.
Then you can't even set up a payment plan
Yep.
with
Right.
them because you're like, well, I don't have all this money at once. Oh, you can't do that. You have to pay it all at once.
Yeah.
They won't even work with you.
Yep. And then
That's crazy.
Yep. And then
crazy.
once you get these tickets and you can't pay them, then they go and slap you with more tickets on your car. Then you can't pay that. Then they wind up taking your
They
car.
put a boot on your car.
Put a boot, yeah. And then you can't get to your job on time. And then now
And
you
if
get
it's sitting-
fired.
If it's sitting in the compound, then the interest on it sitting in the compound. So now you got to pay the fine. You have to pay the fee to get it out. And meanwhile, they just collecting. That's injurious practices,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Oh, we free.
To ultimately fuck your whole life
too.
up, man.
Yep.
Can I get-
Go ahead, brother.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, And what law is that? The laws of Yahweh Shem Shai. This man has set up his own laws, and he's ruling with this demonic, rulership, man.
Even though he claims to be a Christian nation,
Yep.
and America has prided itself and boasted that it was set up upon Christian principles or Bible principles, which is a full-blown lie.
Yeah, full blown, like full blown AIDS. You know what I'm saying?
Time.
And you die. Yeah, full blown.
It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
You see, wrong judgment proceeded. Just like the scripture says, hey, what does the wicked have to do to declare my statutes? Seeing that you hate his instructions and casteth my instructions behind thee, man. You're not following the law, statutes, and commandments and righteousness, man. All right, you making up unrighteous decrees, man. And then even your own laws and decrees, you don't even stick to
You
that.
don't follow that.
Right.
Yeah, I got one for you. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievance which they have prescribed. To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
To turn the needy from judgment, man,
Yeah.
from true judgment, the judgment and the righteous judgments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You turn us away from that, all right? And that's when the scripture says, hey, when you wander out of the way of understanding, you remain in the congregation of the dead, man. Go ahead, brother.
That widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. And right now, we're the fatherless, because the Lord is like, hey, look, I put you away for this little time, man.
Right.
So we're at your mercy, man, right now. And what are you doing? You're robbing the father. You took the father out the house, man. All right. Hey, you've totally done a sin, man. You got 90% of the prisons is filled up with Jake for fucking petty crimes.
Yeah, the non-violent crimes.
Yeah, for having
Right.
some marijuana. And now you legalize marijuana. Now you want to tax the shit.
Right. And right. But the beautiful thing is that now, because of the opioids, Esau is starting to overpopulate and take Jake's place in the prisons, man.
Yep.
That's right.
Right? So it's all starting to backfire. It's all starting to turn about on you. And right then with that child support shit too. Edomite men are complaining about child support and alimony, man. All right, because why? Because Edomite men are losing their jobs. And as they lose their jobs, they're getting put on child support and alimony, and a lot of them can't afford to pay it. And so they're complaining about it, man.
Hey, like
And then they're getting locked up as a result of it. They're starting to live right. They're fucking up their credit, getting their licenses taken and all that shit. Even though there's a law in July, they won't be able to take your license anymore. They changed that law. And I think our guy has something to do with that.
oh, beautiful. Yeah, but this thing is I think I know what you're getting. Let me see if it's it.
This is Psalms 9 and 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made.
Woo!
In the net which they hid is their own foot taken.
Hey, man. Hey, my mom told me when you was little, when you want somebody put in the hole, you got to stay down there with them. Okay? Yeah, you want to put somebody in the hole, you got to be down in that hole with them to make sure they stay down there. Now you in the hole too, nigga.
There you
It
go,
says-
man. Yeah, he can't have
It says, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
You see? So just like the scripture said in that Deuteronomy, man, these curses are gonna start coming upon you, man.
Right, and
just real quick, just like Pop said, he said, reverse it. You know, don't get pussy, whip that pussy. So right now, it's being reversed, man. It's the curses is coming on top of y'all.
And that opioid thing was a perfect example of that.
Yep.
Because it was their own. That's the irony about the opioids and what's going on with with it. It's that it was their own racism and their own hatred, because they teach. Cause I even had a pharmacist tell me this. I had a pharmacist the other day, a little Ishmaelite pharmacist tell me that they were taught when they were learning how to make the medicines and all that stuff, that people with melanin, especially Negroes, have higher tolerance for pain and suffering and that whole sort of thing. Wow. They were taught that. So, and that's basically what happened with opioids. Opioids was to be a designer drug, which was too good for you Negroes.
Yeah.
And what we gonna it was only given to white people. And it was highly addictive, only the Edomites. All right, it was highly addictive. And because Esau has so much freedom in this society, when Esau gets his prescriptions, Esau gets 2 and 3 months supply, up to 3 months supply at one time.
Yep.
And they don't
man.
do that for Jake. And Jake, you get 2 weeks or 1 month supply of everything. That's it. Because they were like, no, because if we give, this is first of all, their tolerance for mental and pain and all that stuff is higher than ours. All right, because what they were learning was as they were studying our bodies, that our pain tolerance, our organs, everything that we had was stronger than theirs, and our mental capacity. This is their own scientists saying this. All right, so they decided when it came to medication, then they didn't need this particular medication because they're stronger in that aspect. And then look how it backfired on them.
Right.
And now they done lost, and which is another reason why I believe that they attacked Moab with this virus. Because Moab is putting themselves in a position to be the next rulers of the world carnally.
Yep.
And Esau sees that carnality and is trying to counter it. That's I can't prove any of that, but that's what I see and believe.
Yeah. Makes sense too.
Because they clear, and now that social media is talking about that very subject, now all of a sudden they're trying to arrest some Edomite and put it all on some poor professor.
Right. Another Edward Snowden.
Pretty
or
much.
Chelsea Manny.
Right. Or Chelsea / whatever is Bradley.
Whatever that is, right? But that helped Moab lock down their city because they was paying for insurrection in their city. There was that's why scriptures call them that red horse that taking peace from the earth, man.
Right.
Now Iraq, the Iraqis are protesting against their government. What government? The last government you had was when fucking Saddam was in office.
Right.
Now you just got a puppet.
Iraqis ain't got no government. They got a bunch of Americans and American agents.
Exactly.
So who the hell are they protesting?
Right.
Because if they protesting, it's because they want you damn Edomites out of their country.
Man.
And then they'll put on our media that they're protesting
their government.
Same shit was going on in Iran. The Iranians were not protesting the Iranian government. They were protesting the fact you just killed Soleimani.
Yeah, man.
And then Fox, CNN, and ABC all in unison. They're protesting their government. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's what they always do, even with Libya. What was my man from Libya? Gaddafi and his sons. His sons was like, he said, the Libyan people will never trust the American people, never trust NATO. He says the Libyan people are not a piece of cake. We are not a Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying?
He said we are not a Mickey Mouse.
We are not a Mickey Mouse. And man, these other nations, man, hate America.
And so when they get when they get the chance, man, they're gonna sting, man.
And that's why.
And the Lord is putting the Spirit on them, and that's why these other nations' militaries have been lifted up. America can't brag about being the great. They say that they're the greatest military, but they're not. As a matter of fact, you just looked at a whole slew of future soldiers is getting ready to get sent off to die anyway. Them little red dogs right there.
Oh shit, that's Joel 2:20. Grab Joel 2:20.
And this generation of people in the military, man, the census among the people, they don't want to fight in war. They go in the military so they can pay for college.
That's it.
Pay off their loans.
That's it.
And now you telling me I gotta go shoot some people and get blown up and shit? They ain't feeling that, man.
Right. Hey, what was my man? Ha Davis?
Davis.
The guy that Bucko. You know the
Ha Davis.
Right. Okay.
Hey, get up, Bucko.
Right. He was like, man, shit, I just came in for a check. You know what I'm saying? Now they didn't sit me out here. War. He was like, nah, I wasn't trying to do this.
Americans are too lazy to fight, man. All right, they not the Afghanistanians, man. Afghanistanians can survive on a piece of bread and rocks. Okay, these are some hard ass people. You talking about the motherfuckers who they beat the fucking Russian army, man.
Yep. The Russians got to the point where they stopped trying to fight them and joined them.
Yeah, they just said fuck it.
And we know the Russians are tough as fucking
Oh
hell,
yeah, hell
man.
yeah.
A bunch of Khabibs coming at your ass.
Exactly.
Wrestling the fuck out your ass. Like, all right, I give up.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
you had a whole nation of Khabibs tapping out.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, you know what? We just gonna join y'all, nigga. We just gonna absorb y'all into cause fuck
Yeah,
this.
bro.
Because that's what them Russian, what's that? The Spetsnaz
Hey, them
or
dudes
something.
ain't no joke, man.
Hey, them are a bunch of Khabib, straight up.
Yep.
This is what they learning.
Yep.
While the American army, they doing the men put a dildo on the wall
and see who can deep throat it.
Right. That's what they're doing.
American Army.
That's what
this
they're
is
doing.
And they taping it in fun.
Like, yeah.
Put a dildo on the wall to see who can deep throat it. The men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wearing high heels and doing all type of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're doing, while these other militaries, they are training for guerrilla
Hey, the
warfare.
Pashtuns, those Pashtuns over there in Afghanistan, you don't want no smoke with them Pashtuns, man. Those motherfuckers they grow up soldiers, bro.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers, they can survive. Hey, shit, the Vietnam War, you got your ass. You had a fucking one Vietnamese in a hole surviving off a handful of rice for a whole month. Took out 12 platoons, man. Right? One skinny, and when they finally get to this motherfucker, it's just one nigga with half a bowl of rice and shit. You know what I'm saying? And your whole platoon dead, man. That's why you had that movie Hamburger Hill. Oh wait, no, I don't know if they made a movie about that. Hamburger Hill, but it was a documentary about Hamburger Hill. They called it Hamburger Hill because everybody that went up their hill, they got turned to hamburger meat.
Yeah. Pretty much that's why they called it that, man.
What you got, bro?
Fucking with these people.
Quick one,
man.
Joel 3, I'm gonna get 9. Joel 3 and 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare for war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hook into spears, let the weak say I am strong.
Right, all your agricultural tools and stuff. No. It's about battle. All right. It's about guns and what my man say, guns and butter. But yeah, they are. But that's the spirit of the Lord, man, who's gathering all these nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Yahweh's judgment, man. All right, because the Lord is on his way, and like the Lord said in Luke, he said, "Hey, what will I if it be already kindled, man? That fire be already kindled, man. It's gonna be going down." All right, and here it is. You have the prophets out here warning, all right, and basically warning our people, all right, to go ahead and get right with the understanding that only 1/3 will, but then also telling the other nations of the judgment that's coming and what's about to happen, man. Whether you reject us or not. You got something?
Oh, I got the Habakkuk. You got the Habakkuk too? Let me bring this out real quick and then bring out the Habakkuk too. This is Jeremiah 50 and 37. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. All right? Your army gonna turn, what does it say? The mighty men of Babylon, they for born to fight, they're born in their holes.
Yep.
They become like bitches, man.
Straight up bitches, man. Yep.
A sword is upon their treasures, and they shall be robbed. Okay, so a sword is upon your armies. A sword is upon your people, man.
Yeah, this is all written, man. And there's nothing you can do about it, man. This is the movie of the Most High that was written a long time ago. Okay? And now it's being played out, man. It's being played out.
And you played out.
That's it.
Hey, Esau's fucking played out. Go ahead. Habakkuk 2. When it says all the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll get this while the brother
Go ahead.
finds it. This is Joel 2 and 20.
Started to.
But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into the land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things.
Right, and see, they're going over there to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and these armies that are going over there, man. Eventually, they're not coming back, man.
Yep.
All right, so eventually they're gonna have that those who don't die the plague is gonna get drafted. All right, and then so you survive the plague to go over and die in that strange land, man. Because when all these armies that are gonna go over there to Syria, which is the Valley of Jehoshaphat in the Bible, they're not coming back, man. Woo-wee. They're not coming back, man. Like he said, they stink gonna raise up. Hey, the Lord Yahweh promised the birds a feast, man.
Yeah, I'm get that.
He promised the birds a feast, and they're gonna get a feast, man.
Oh yeah.
They gonna get all them eyeballs and tongues and that good part first, man. Yep, they next gonna be yeah, so that's matter of fact, Yahweh Ratazah, that same little gook bitch that ate them baby birds.
Oh yeah.
Birds gonna eat her.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, by her own actions, her own devices, man.
Yep.
Right? She gonna be laying there dead with her mouth open and her eyes open, and them birds gonna be pecking her eyes out and eating her tongue out of her mouth.
That's
Ooh,
right.
say some
I
words.
got that for you. This is Revelations chapter 19, and I'm gonna start at 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves unto the supper of the great power, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them.
Man, them birds gonna be fat, rubbing their bellies how the itis. Them birds gonna be like, shit, I got the itis. You know?
Call halal, you niggas.
Right? Hey, they gonna praise them too.
That's it.
Hey, be like the Wadi Yahweh for this great feast, man.
Yes, that's right.
All right?
And the flesh of all men, both free and bond, small and great. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
There you go, man. The Lord there's going to be a mass death coming from these wars, man. Matter of fact, when I think about it, that old school movie, The Birds, man. All right, what was them birds doing, man? They was pecking the shit out of people. They was taking chunks out of people, man.
Yeah, I had to do this.
All right?
Yep.
Was that Alfred Hitchcock?
Yeah, it says, what is that scripture? It's the blood, man, is gonna be up to the horse's bridle.
Hey, that's the four sword judgments too. One of y'all brothers can grab that.
Hey, and matter of fact, man, that's a lot of blood, man. You think about it, because a horse's bridle was about that high, man. All right?
Yeah. See a sea of blood, a river of blood, man. And because of the controversy of Zion. I got it. And Numbers 35 and 33, it says, you should not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So there you go, man. So that's a law in the Bible. That's law.
Yeah.
Spoken of by the Lord. Exodus 15 and 3 says he's a God of war, man. All right? The Lord is a man of war.
Hey,
Right?
it says in Psalms, when I shall make inquisition for blood.
So that law is that all the blood that you shed of our people, your blood has to be shed, man. So when that day is coming, man, that day is coming, man, and your blood will be shed, and it will raise up to the horse's bridle, man.
This is Revelation 14 and 20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridle.
Yep.
That's that bit. The bridle is the bit that goes in that mouth, so you can control them, make them go this way or that way. So you seen? I walked past a mounted officer about 2-3 days ago, man, and that horse's head is sitting about right here, man.
Yep. So blood from right here on down, as far as the eye can see.
That's
man.
crazy, man.
And
He gave you an
Plus
example how much it's gonna be that much blood that it can. Oh man,
That
remind me of that scene on The Shining when he sat in
Yeah.
that hallway and he see all that blood coming down that hall. Hey, they played the scene over in
played in the part two.
Dr. Sleep, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it is.
Hey,
man.
and if you haven't seen Dr. Sleep, check that movie. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
that
if
was
you've never seen the old Shining, watch that one first and then watch
Then
Dr.
watch
Sleep.
Dr. Sleep. Yep.
man, that's why the scripture says, through the fear of the Lord we persuade men, man. You know, and the scripture say, hey, what if some did not believe? Should that make the faith of God without effect, man? It's still gonna happen, and those who have faith still gonna get their reward. You know, well, we just got a job to do and come and tell you these things that the scriptures say, man. We speaking out the Bible directly and correctly.
That's right.
Rightly dividing the word of truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know, and giving the warning, man. You best take heed, man, because like Peter said, we have a more sure word of prophecy, that you do well, that you take heed. Go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
There you go, man. So this since they haven't hated blood gonna pursue them, man. All right, because the FBI statistic came out. what was that? Just last year, they said the number one cause of death for Negro, so-called Negro men in America. All right, it is, and also it also came out the same thing for Native Americans. The number one cause of death for Native American men and women and the Negro was law enforcement.
Damn.
All right, that was their own numbers. All right, so that, you know what that does? That makes your black on black violence all bullshit. Who's that dude? That Irish dude that's always making videos and showing Jake acting the ass. And then he talks shit.
Oh yeah,
That
don't make the black kids mad.
You know, that dude. No, that proves that you full of shit, man. All right, and as the beloved elder Yashawamba always said, the nigga in America is a product that was created by the so-called white man Esau.
Yep.
Esau created the nigga. Hey, Jake was very much in order. In slavery, they were in order. They were the hardest working people, man.
He does not resist you.
Okay, and then after they got free, as a matter of fact, they were so desired to have what they built up communities that were bigger and greater than you Edomites. And what do?
Yep.
You burned them down and then confiscated them all.
Yep.
Right?
All the ideas of Jake, they took, man.
Come.
All the things that we were
And
doing.
then turn around and talk shit.
Yep.
And all your greatest inventions were all just created by Jacob, man. By so-called Negroes and Latinos, man.
Bro, I heard this fucking Edomite on YouTube, right? He's not the comedian, but another Edomite. He was celebrating the death of Kobe Bryant. He said, "Yeah, I've been counting down the days." He said that shit. He said, "Yeah, he's finally dead. I've been counting down the days since he raped that girl." That man, he ain't raped that bitch, man. You're the accuser of our brethren, man.
Kobe got a rape.
Come on,
Get the
you
fuck
literally
out of
been spending your life in your fucking room counting down the days to Kobe's death? You a fucking piece of shit. Go ahead, man.
Let me get this for you, Akim. This is Psalms 50 and 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. And that's Esau, man. Basically messing with stats, man.
They say the so-called Negroes is 13% of the population. Of 8 generations, they've been 13% of the population. Especially when you go back to the 60s and 70s, when they were in the 70s, especially in the early 80s, when they were having all them children in their teenage years. And Esau, he wasn't having no children, and they still ain't having no children. And plus, you've been killed off by 500 a day for the last couple years behind that opioid shit. And you're the minority, man.
Right.
Jacob is the majority out here, man.
Yep.
So they just liars, man. With that book, 13% of the population. 8 generations, we still 13% of the population, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Right, it says in Song of Solomon, he says, my mother's children was angry with me. They made me the keeper of their vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept.
Right, because they kept our vineyard, man.
Yep.
And that alludes to slavery, man. We built America. Hell, Jake built the White House. Benjamin Banneker, man. Okay? Hey, we've built this, sustained this, man. We built this. Not only built this city on rock and roll. Yeah, you built this city on rock and roll.
Was created by Jake.
Exactly.
Piece of shit.
You're right.
All right, blues, jazz, rock and roll.
Hell, the string instrument itself.
The guitar was designed, but was created by Jake, man.
Yeah, Jacob is the former of all things, man. You can't. Only thing you invented was some good ass lies. Right, so you came from a monkey, but somehow they're still monkeys, and none of them can't talk.
Exactly.
They can say apple with sign language and shit. That's about it. Okay, but go ahead, bring that scripture out, man.
God, this is James 5 and 6. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you.
Right, man. Jake, hey, when you came here, Gad, Reuben, Ephraim, the Northern Kingdom, they greeted you with open arms, man. They were equitable with you. You was eating the fucking dead, man. You was eating your own
They
dead.
were sitting back watching what you doing. It's like, damn, we got to go help these people.
Yeah, you know what I'm
They
saying?
digging up dead bodies, man. Let's go help these fools.
Right.
You're still more.
Right.
Let's go help these fools.
You read a little bit more.
Yeah, because that's the nature of our people, man. You know, and then they still like that, man. Oh, to a fault. Even.
To a fault, man. Because Jake will overlook like that coon that hugged Amber Geyer after murdering his brother, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's why scripture say the meek shall inherit the earth, man. Because Jake is like that, man. I was talking about that earlier, man. Let me just give you a little story. My mom, the first fight I heard her ever get into, she was crying while she was beating this Moabite ass at her job and shit. Motherfucker, stop lying, you fucking with me. She didn't want to do it because she's a kind woman. She was nice. That's Jake, man. You know, at the end of the movie, there's a good guy. He don't want to kill you, but you done fucking killed everybody. You killed his family and shit. I got no choice. You holding the gun. I was that.
Your face is.
I was Juice and shit. Not Juice. When he had that gun pointed at Nino Brown, he said, "I want to shoot you so bad, my dick's so hard." He was trying to get an Oscar or something with that fake ass shit. But that's how Jake is, man. You know, because you gotta really take everything from Jake, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta take everything from Jake, man, for him to rise up, man. And that's the point.
But you know what? That's the point that we get to.
Yep.
All right, when they start taking your goodies, you know, they start playing with your bank account, start taking away your pensions, start taking away all this free aid and all that stuff. Then Jake gonna realize, you know, that the prophets have been out here on the highways and byways as the scripture said they would.
Yep.
And that what we've been saying has been the truth all along, man.
Yep.
All right? A lot of you gonna find out the hard way, man.
That's right.
Because we already know the majority of you are gonna ignore us and talk shit about us and all that other stuff. We already know that, man.
Yeah.
Okay? But you same ones are gonna be the ones that die with death by pain. Thus saith the Lord, man.
That's right.
And we gonna see who had the last laugh.
That's right.
Because Jake ain't known for putting out a goddamn virus and killing millions of people. Jake don't devise nuclear bombs and shit like that.
No.
If he got
Jake don't plan to plot on someone and steal their whole land and their culture away from them either.
Yeah, I mean, he'll help you make your shit thinking it's gonna be to a good cause. Oh, nuclear energy, of course. The atoms, we can put them together now.
Yeah.
We started like,
we can power a city.
Hey, right.
We can feed people.
Right. Nikola Tesla.
Right. And then Esau's like, yeah, all that.
Yeah.
What you said.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I mean. Hey, like the brothers quoted, man. Jake is the form of all things, man. Remember that movie 12 Years a Slave when the cracker was trying to get them to do a certain thing, but then he was like, well, no, man, if we do it this way, and we can grab this and we can take it over here, and
He's
then
building a shed or something.
Yeah. And then once they did it, he was like, fucking niggers, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
Oh yeah, he got mad because Jake figured out how to get the stuff across the river.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that was Jake, man. Because even with all the things that we had to do, we was like, you know what? Man, we can do it much faster and much quicker if we, you know what I'm saying, if we take this and we do this and we put this together. And
that's how Jake came up with these ideas out of necessity to make their burdens easier, man.
Exactly.
It's like, damn, we breaking our necks and they don't care.
Right.
They beat us anyway.
Right.
So Jake came. So imagine he said, go out there and pick up all them leaves. He ain't got no broom, no. Right. So Jake was like, man, hold on, man. Let me put this stick.
Yeah.
Right. And then he put the ends on it. And then they came up with the rake.
Yep.
They came up with the broom, with the mop.
Yep.
They were trying to make their burdens easier, man.
That's it. Because Esau wasn't doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
He was sitting back getting fat and enjoying your hard work and your labor.
Right. He wasn't trying to make nothing easier for Jake. He didn't come up with none of that stuff. It was Jake.
Hey, this is Egypt all over again. What did the Pharaoh do? He took away the straw and said, look, you still got to make that quota. Okay? And that's what Jake doing, man. You got 60-year-old Jake working these fucking jobs, man. These temp jobs, man.
Right, man. You got right. In your 50s and 60s doing right.
Yeah.
Doing gig jobs, man. Because that's all that's out there. There's a lot of guys out there that's doing what I do. There's a lot that what I do part-time, they do full-time, man, and they older than I am.
I got this James 5 still. I'm gonna jump up to 4. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the days of slaughter.
One time mean carelessly, man.
Yep, undisciplined, man.
Hey, Mene Tekel Upharsin.
Yep.
You've been weighed, you've been found, and you've been found wanting. This
Yep.
means unfucking discipline.
Yep. And all while living carelessly in pleasure, having fun, living it up. All right. Leaving your substance to your babes. You know, them coming in doing the same thing, knowing you know that you was gonna come back through them. All right, and continue to be on top. All right. See, but there is a recompense, man, that you're gonna have to pay. Okay, and that's thus saith the Lord. Whether you reject us, whether you believe it or not, man. All right, but I know who do believe it is the top elite, man.
Sure.
They know these things, man. All right, and that's why they scrambling, man, because they see the men of the Lord out, you know, because the scripture says, hey, tell them, here's your sign. Here's a sign right here that the prophets are out speaking the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, of this Bible directly and correctly. All right, in truth, man. All the millions and billions of dollars you spent and all the countless hours that you know, to stayed up to have Jake in the position that they are in now. All right, and not knowing nothing. Okay, and in believing every word that you say. All right, to the point of that our people have Stockholm syndrome, man. Okay, see, but now the men of the Lord are waking up. All right, and they're going out and speaking these words in truth, and the 1/3 is waking up, man. Okay, and they're separating from this present evil world, man. All right, and that's just a sign of the Lord is on His way, our lifetime, man. All right, you got something?
You got that?
Just trying to get
To labor in the fire and people for very vanity. You got it?
Habakkuk 2:13. Behold, it is not of Yahweh of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire.
And this is the scriptures call this place the iron furnace. What's inside of a furnace? Fire. This is Egypt. He said, because the Lord said, I took you out of Egypt, out of the land of bondage. I mean, the house of bondage, out of the iron furnace. Go ahead.
It says, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
It's not for us to labor in the very fire. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeboy slave? Why is he spoiled? Everything you have, you robbed from the Israelites. Oh shit, somebody get that 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter.
Yeah, 54, man.
The whole earth was created for you.
See, the earth was created for us, man.
Yep.
Well, why do we have not an inheritance? Well, we do have an inheritance. Basically, we're kings without crowns, man.
That's right.
Right now, yeah.
All right, that's exactly what we are. And it's just like in that. I'm gonna do a sit down and profile that because it's been a while. But that movie Tears of the Sun. Who are they trying to protect? That last Hebrew line. And he said they were because they killed the king's family and his son was still alive. And he said they will comb heaven and earth trying to find him. He's the last descendant of the Hebrew nations, the king of the Hebrew nations. So that goes to show you, Esau tell you right there in his movies, man. Mm-hmm. That was in the movie Tears of the Sun, man. Mm-hmm. With Monica Bellucci find there. She got claimed too. She been gone, just so y'all know. But nevertheless, you know, they told you right then and there. Why did they kill and exterminate his family? It showed you there was a difference between Ham and Jacob.
That's right.
And the Hamites were trying to exterminate the kingly line of the Hebrews, or the line of the Hebrews, because this guy was basically what they were saying is that these are the descendants of the Lord's people. These are the descendants of the holy line.
Oh, my man said,
right? Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
My man said the regal Negro nomad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, the king of this particular place where these people were being killed, when he said, well, my reports are that you were dead. And he was like, your reports are wrong.
Yep.
They murdered my family. They murdered my sisters. They murdered my father. But he was still alive. And he was a male.
Yeah.
And the captain was trying to protect him.
And
he said they're following him. He said, I don't understand why they following these people.
Yeah.
And so he told him.
As you can see, I am not dead.
Uh-huh.
Hey, and we back, baby.
And he told him your report exactly. He said your reports were wrong.
Damn. This is second.
That movie is heavy, man. And they admit it. They tell you right there in that movie. And he didn't even tell him who he was. He said he just said the royal family, and then finally his captain came up, the dude who protected him all along, the big dude, and he told him. He said he is the last heir of the Hebrew kings.
Woo!
And he said they will come both heaven and earth for him until they kill him, until they have gotten rid of him. And he had no heirs. The tears of the sun.
Hey, that's why they be searching for them Gadites and Reubenites. Are you have Native American ancestry? Hey. Tell them Edomites you got, and they, oh really? Oh, what's your? They want to know about your family and all that
know
shit.
Everything.
Why? Because this is your land. They want to get rid of your fucking ass.
Exactly, man. You know? That's why they have the census enumerators. The census enumerators reclassified many of the Reubenites as Negroes.
As Negroes, yeah.
That's what they were doing. They took and some Gadites too. They reclassified them as Negroes, but guess what? In the 1600s, man, they were labeled the same people. In Virginia, it's the same place where Esau Edom began referring to themselves as white when they created that title for themselves. When you go back to in 1683, Negroes and Native Americans were both called niggers. They were considered the same people. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 5. And if a man also strive for the masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. Hey, and this is the only. See, everybody's striving for a crown. Everybody's trying to be their own king. Well, this society tells you can be your own god. You know, everybody's striving for something. But the only fight the Lord cares about is this one right here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's the only one he looked down like, there go my boy. He fighting.
Yep.
Fighting. I see him. He in there. He in that ring.
Yep. Because the Lord, he like it says, the elder quoted it in that second Esdras, chapter 6, how the world is made for our sakes, but why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? Because this world is a present evil world, and it's slated for ultimate judgment and destruction.
That's right.
All right, for the kingdom of heaven to be set up, which that is our inheritance, man.
And we got to be translated anyway.
That's right.
Because the whole part of our salvation is to go up on the chariot, so we got to be changed in an instant. Mm-hmm. And that's going to happen at the last moment, man. At the last moment.
Yep. He said that we can't get our inheritance unless we go through the dangerous place to fall.
That's right.
We cannot get our inheritance unless we can't get to the wide, which is our inheritance, unless we go through the narrow, which is these straits, this house of bondage.
Which is why we're the only people that's cheering on all the calamities that keep happening.
That's right.
As they intensify. As we're where everyone else is worried and scared, we're looking forward to the chaos of this virus.
That's right.
We're looking forward to when the dollar crashes.
That's right.
And when the insurrection's coming.
Yep.
We're cheering that on because we know that when those days come and when they start snatching us up and trying to put their hands on Israelites and things like that, the men of the Lord, that is.
Yeah.
They gonna be putting their hand on Jake all over the place. Man. They already doing it.
Hey, for all you motherfucking bootleg Israelite camps that want to accuse us, that want to, Apostle Gabar just went into today. You know the new thing in Israel, the new Israelite news is some 50-year-old man married a 16-year-old girl, and now all Israel's calling them wicked. Captain Cesariak calling them wicked. Hey, and it was a nigga that was HOI camp. Guess what? That's righteous, man. Okay? So all you niggas that's accusing men, that's why the scripture says.
Because they got a Western, because you know why? All the people that are accusing are them 501c3. Hey, fuck Captain Cesariak, man.
Definitely,
I've heard some brothers speak well of him. Fuck that nigga. He's a sellout, man. He a sellout. Yeah. He's a coon. Yeah. He learned from GMS. That's the only reason why he's in the position that he's in, because he teaches on the same way we do. He just on that woman friendly.
And he's not striving lawfully, man.
You know,
and he's following a guy that's leading him into straight up destruction. He said, "Thank God for General Yohana."
Right. Where's that in the scripture?
Right.
What is he commanding?
Hey, what example is that dude leaving?
He gave the example that you could pop your woman in the butt. You pop your woman in the butt, Captain Cesariak.
Hey,
look, man. The hell with that dude,
right,
man.
He ain't on the. Where's commanding General Yohana on the highways and byways. man.
Exactly,
Like
man.
the scriptures say.
Right.
Man. Where's him doing
Right.
the work at, man?
Our elder is out there, and he ain't no young man.
He ain't no
fuck
young
outta
man
here.
He ain't
no
no
more.
young
Hey,
man no more, but he's still out there, man.
Yeah.
That's hey, King David, man.
Yeah.
Hey, King David.
Matter of fact, man, if the Lord don't come get us, man, our apostle will probably die in these damn streets, man, because he gonna go out there just like King Mo, man, and give up the ghost, old in the truth, still trying to teach, man.
Yep. Hey,
All right.
good. We ain't gonna be here that
Hey,
long.
the water, how about Shem I was shot, man? You know, may that not ever happen.
Yeah, but
that's our spiritual.
But there you go, man.
Yeah, that dude, he's off, man. Ever learning and never coming to the knowledge of the truth, man. The 100% truth, like
No,
the
'cause
apostles
he
of
trying
Great
to do
Millstone
that,
on
because
down.
he's trying to do that money-making,
Yep.
friendly
That's it.
501c3 doctor.
He's not striving lawfully. Out of
receives
all the correct teachings
Right,
that he do
I'm
teach.
doing how to women how
Was it Titus?
to be a good
Titus 1?
wives to your husband and that whole
Right.
sort of thing.
Right.
man.
Hey, inviting Sarnetta to the Passover.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? The Lord wasn't at your Passover, nigga. Okay? All right? Hey, the Lord's Passover here was a solemn assembly because he knew he was about to give his spirit up, man.
Yeah.
He was going to get
Titus.
persecuted, man. It said dogs have compassed me about. People were throwing shit at him, throwing rocks at him, spitting on him, man. All right? And the minute of the Lord, we're bearing that cross,
This is a
man.
nasty-ass kingdom, man.
Right.
Why you want to be here, man? I'm in the gym working out, and I'm going to take a shower, and I'm talking to my man. It's an Ephraimite that be at one of the main gym that I be going to, because he reminds me of Yanagi. I always tell him you remind me of one of my brothers, and he does. He looked like he could be related to Yanagi, man. But he in the doing his rounds in the bathroom, and I'm standing there about to go in, and I'm glad I didn't go into that first stall. I walked to the second stall. Someone came and hit him on the shoulder, and he was like, "Man, really?" And I'm like, "Damn, what happened?" And so as I'm walking by, I look into the stall that he's about to go into. Somebody took a shit in the shower, man. And everybody that came out of there before us was Edomites. Just saying.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense.
So
Vile-ass people, man.
Hey,
so I'm like, what the fuck? And then when I saw it, I was like, man, what the?
I saw this.
And I just cursed this place, man. Because only in this place would something like that happen, man.
Right.
You're going to a bathhouse. The toilet's over on the other side of the room, but you gonna shit in the shower. Who the fuck does that, man?
You would think a kid.
Esau does.
Yeah, you would think a kid. These are grown ass men, man. And you know what? Often I get out my car and the air just smells like shit.
Yep. Hey,
So
children out there-
not kingdom, man.
Children are the oppressors of women rule over. Hey, I saw this video, right? It was an Edomite. He came off an escalator. He walked, and then his little pebbles and shit just came out his pants. And the dude was walking behind him and just
Ecclesiastes,
flying.
I think 10 was loaded on the,
He's like,
when their child,
and then the
when
nigga
the
was
king
giving a
was a child.
commentary on his shit.
How does he?
He's like, how did he do
Yeah,
this
the
shit?
one passed.
And he had some tight shorts on. How did that shit just fall
He
like that?
must
Did
have
he practice it?
he owed them shorts open.
He
and
mastered
As he
the
walked,
practice
right? He
of shit
mastered.
walking.
Oh shit, walking.
Right. As he walked, it was floop, plop. I mean, it's smooth, clean, and the dude came right behind him and slipped
my
on
God.
the shit, man. Yeah. The man.
Hey, this shitty ass kingdom, man.
Yeah, that's what this is, man.
This kingdom is shit.
Man, I was gonna say is my people who embrace dung hills, man. Somebody get
Don't
that.
get it, man.
Type in embrace dung hills,
Don't
man.
get it. Get what you finished
Oh
with.
yeah,
you
it's
got,
like
then you'll get it.
Yeah.
I got the not a call for this. Ecclesiastes 10:16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child and
yep.
the princes eat in the morning.
There it is,
Hey,
man.
read the rest of it though. It's more than that. And because we're sovereigns, and it's very dangerous. You know, like the Apostle Gabar said, it's very dangerous for us to proclaim that we're sovereigns, because we're saying that we don't have nothing to do with your government. We're not a part of it. We're against it, and you kidnapped us, man.
This
We're
is true.
accusing you, man.
That's right. Actually, we're revealing you. There's a difference between an accusation and telling the truth, man. All right, but yeah, this will be the last one. Go ahead. And bring
Okay,
it out.
go.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, bring that dung heels out. Go ahead,
Go
bring it out. Whoever got it.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 5. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets.
Right, which is the Israelites, because we was the greatest kingdom, man. The King Solomon's kingdom, King David's. Go ahead.
They that were brought up in the scarlet embrace dung hills.
Right. Those that were brought up in scarlet embrace dung hills.
There you go, man. So this shitty ass kingdom of America, man. This shitty ass kingdom of Europe, wherever Esau dwells, man. All right, shitty ass Australia, shitty ass New Zealand. wherever they are, man. All right, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash,
Wa'abababa.
Abba,
Little turd nugget. He saw us. What did he say? Nigga, this shit assassin. Adios, turd nugget.
Yeah, this shit assassin.